Hi, this is me again, talking about all sorts of different health topics. I just have majority of the time I talk about fibromyalgia because that's what I mostly deal with. But I have a little filing cabinet here with a bunch of articles over the years that I've just researched tons of different things, that had to deal with health in general and just different things just that I came across. So I kind of saved them all, and I kind of just wanted to go through it a little bit and kind of get rid of this stuff and put it up on the web. So, uh, in case I needed to reference it or if it was, effective for somebody else or helpful. So, let me just give you a little background. So when I was younger, I was addicted to drugs and alcohol. In my teenage years, I probably started the first time I drank actually was third grade. My sister skipped school, and I was at home pretending to be sick because I didn't like school. I had dyslexia and ADD, and I just really had a hard time with dealing with school. So I tend to tend to or tended to fake sick a lot. Um, so she came home one day and got me drunk basically. So and then it was kind of a downward spiral after that. But and then I was in and out of rehabs and things like that for the majority of my teenage years until I kind of woke up and got sober. And then I also got into AA and was uh, in that for a long time. And then I kind of went in and out. There were a lot of things that I didn't necessarily agree with, and I just felt like were wrong. So uh, tonight I just want to talk about a little bit about alcoholism. So it was always funny to me, like you're born with alcoholism and everything like that, and I really just didn't feel like so much of that was true because I think we have genetic predispositions and we might either have depression or some other underlying like uh, reason why. And they even talk about it today as a spiritual malady. It's like there's something missing. And you have to fill that gap. And what I really think it is you put any substance in your body, no matter if you're human, a rat, or monkey, you're going to be addicted to it. If you put addictive substance in your body, you're going to get addicted to it. Now, at what level, it just depends. But I don't think it's like saying I'm a cigarette-aholic. Like I was born to smoke cigarettes. No, it's a habit. Nicotine's highly addictive. You pick it up, you put it in your body, and it's really hard to get rid of that habit. So, you know, uh, and I've seen people that were, alcoholics for a long time and then just got sober and then, recovered and got better. So, and then there's some people that can't. And, I'm not knocking AA or any of that stuff. I think if you're sober, then it's amazing and you're on the better side of life. Um, this is just this is like to add to what you're already doing. This article I pulled up, it's actually about alcoholism and nutrition. Now, there's actually some books, The Alcoholic Cure. Some people get afraid of that book, but that one's a great book. 7 Weeks to Sobriety. I mean, even Bill Wilson talked about using niacin therapy uh, as something therapeutic for alcoholics. And a lot of times their depression went away, they felt better. I mean, you will have a flushing, and it can be quite scary. But as your body adapts, as it gets used to um, the niacin therapy and everything like that, then it becomes really effective at, helping your body out and recovering from it. And most of the time, alcohol depletes enzymes and B vitamins and just wreaks havoc on your body. So, and a lot of times what that is, you're deficient in those things. So when you sober up, your body starts to recognize this stuff, and then you crave more alcohol to kind of cope with, what's going on and the deficiencies, and then it just becomes a vicious cycle. So this article talks about this doctor, and he's talking about in his residency and about drinking a lot. But then he goes on to talk about high potency vitamins and minerals and how it helped him simply stop drinking, and he doesn't really feel an urge to drink. Uh, Here's a new theory on disease. One of the doctor's observations with alcoholism, which he considered a disease, led him to formulate a new rationale uh, for why we get sick, the genotropic theory of disease. Simply put, all people are unique and require unique variable levels of nutrients for optimal health. This is genetically determined. While we are different on the outside, hair color, body type, and size, and so on, we are even more different on the inside in our metabolic processes and nutrition requirements. When an individual does not get adequate amount of nutrients to satisfy his or her unique needs, disease occurs. Alcoholism is a craving of alcohol. When an individual's nutrients requirements are satisfied, and this may take high levels of nutrients, the cravings stop and alcoholism is no longer a problem. As a result, those of us who are satisfied our nutrient needs drink very little alcohol, while those who are not develop cravings. The alcohol happens to be one of the most insidious and devastating of all cravings. So, as you can kind of see there, just talking about if you just try to replenish your body with a lot of nutrients. I found this to be very effective for me personally. Just kind of getting on the other side of it and feeding my body, high doses of vitamins and things like that. It's definitely helped me with the alcoholism and fibromyalgia and all that other stuff. So that's, I think, a big key for it, and replenishing like B vitamins, and also anything that you can use therapy, you know, um, AA, all those different things. It's just support. So utilize it. Let's see. It just goes on to talk about it, but I mean, some of the other. I just kind of wanted to go over the article and just get the high points. But basically, it talks about just, getting in high doses of vitamins and minerals. And there's even a book, I know this is kind of crazy, and I'm not really a Scientologist by any means, but they have a book too about how they send people through their detox, and it's basically the same thing, high dose vitamins and minerals, and they kind of sweat all the toxins out and give you fatty supplements to help leach out those toxins, because toxins stay in your fat cells, and so do drugs and things like that. They stay inside the fat cells, and then what happens is sometimes that over time that substance slowly leaks out of your fat cells, and then it triggers a craving or a response. Um, Much like if you had like a bacteria in your body and your immune system has a response, it's the same kind of thing. And then it sends uh, that craving. And balancing your blood sugar. I noticed when I was in AA, a lot of people ate a whole bunch of cake and nasty food, and drank a whole bunch of coffee and things like that. Those things are actually worse for you because they stimulate that hypoglycemia, that low blood sugar, all those things that's going to make you crave more alcohol. So it's like feeding the beast. And so what you have to do is get off that vicious cycle, really focus on eating a hypoglycemic or well balanced diet, Paleolithic, any of those, vegetarian diet, as long as it stabilizes your blood sugar, increases nutrients in your body, is going to really help you out with that. So I just kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit, kind of get that out there off my chest. If you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be glad to answer them. Thanks.